welcome to the Late Night Snacking Podcast.
We're your hosts, Devin and Anita. And this is our weekly podcast where we grab a blanket and some snacks and talk about all things relationships, growing pains, and navigating through, honestly, life itself.
We hope our experiences encourage others to grow to become the best versions of themselves, and for their relationships. Grab a snack and let's go. What is up, snackers?
Watch this. What's going on, y'all boys? You already know what this is.
Ain't no way you start like this.
Hey, shout out to Usher, though.
On 10.
Hey, man. The Late Night Snacking Podcast.
The what?
The most wholesome podcast. The most honest podcast. And the most open podcast in the world.
Welcome back, y'all, for another episode. Hope y'all are still enjoying last week's episode. We chatted about the talking stage. Got some good feedback on that one. So
yeah, y'all tend to kind of like that. Y'all were really engaged.
Y'all like the dating stuff. We'll keep the dating stuff coming. But yeah, hope y'all are doing well. How are we doing? How's it going?
Busy.
Devin, how the hell are you?
Per usual. Putting together events, looking at venues, trying to save money.
Yeah.
Because weddings are expensive, bro.
I feel like every time we come on the pod and start talking about, oh yeah, we're wedding venue shopping, like, we sound more discouraged.
Bro, literally like 4 to 5 weekends in a row.
Y'all.
It's kind of crazy.
I will say, I do feel like we're getting closer to what we're going to choose.
This is true.
The more we see, the more we're Xing out some of these and getting closer to the one that we really do like. But, oof, y'all, so much goes into weddings, and it's really eye-opening for us because obviously this is our first time getting married. So we've had friends and stuff that got married, and we've been to weddings of friends and things like that. But like, that is nothing.
Yeah, planning your own
compared to you being in it, in the trenches.
Different.
No, it really is. So y'all send us, some well wishes our way.
Yeah.
As we choose, but
and we're trying to keep some content going for you guys. We've been kind of slacking a little bit, but this is because we've been so busy, though.
Well, I'm gonna just say it. We asked y'all if y'all wanted wedding content, and not a soul said a word. So
there you go.
We will drop something if y'all would like to see it. If not,
so be it.
Yeah, we keeping it to ourselves then. That's fine with us. Less content to edit. But for real, we would love to share that with y'all. Let us know what you want to see. If you don't really care about the venue shopping, but you want to see other stuff of the planning, like, let us know.
Yeah,
we're happy to share. So, yeah. What else? You have some venues. You have some events.
Yep.
Coming up. What's going on?
Got a St. Patty's Day party.
Ooh, that's right.
Academy, Anderson, South Carolina.
In a couple weeks.
Yep, March 17th. So 864. Y'all pull up. Y'all know I got the vibes. Just bring yourselves.
Come rock with the kid.
Just come rock with the kid, man. Do what we do, how we always do it. You know?
That should be a good time. Yeah, we're really rolling with events and being busy. Stay tuned. We will have a live podcast coming to y'all soon.
Yeah. Live podcast on the way. So yeah. Pupper's update.
Yeah. He is opening his eyes and moving around.
A day closer.
Yeah, he's crawling.
He's being here.
He's what? 3 weeks today. So yeah, he's getting big. We're excited. But
get prepared for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
We need to be big time. Cause
oh God, y'all, this year, I don't remember who you were telling, but you were like, this year is gonna be
Nuts, bro.
Nuts. And next year's going to be even crazier. I can't even imagine. But yeah, y'all just stay tuned for the things. We will keep y'all in the loop per usual. And yeah. What are we snacking on? What are the vibes?
So I had a bowl of cereal. It was the Wendy's Frosty, the chocolate. Like 5 out of 10. It's all right. But
you wouldn't recommend it to a friend?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
I
see what they were trying to do, but
is it like,
don't turn the Frosty into a cereal. Just keep it the Frosty. Like.
So does it just is it too chocolatey? Is it not chocolatey enough?
Too chocolate.
So like too sweet.
Yeah.
For your liking. Okay.
Just not where.
If people,
not where I thought it was gonna go.
If people like really sweet things, do you think they'd like it, or like still probably wouldn't stand a chance? Okay.
Not even that.
Sorry to y'all boys over at Wendy's. Make a better cereal, I guess.
No, don't make cereal at all.
Oh, wow.
Just keep the original Frosty. You guys.
Frosty only.
Will forever be goated for that.
No cereal.
Don't do the cereal thing. Kellogg's, y'all are wrong for that shit too.
They tried to make an ice cream cereal too?
That's what the cereal's about, Kellogg's.
Oh shit.
See, she don't be knowing what be going on in the cereal world. Like the whole, it's a different ball game in that.
I don't really eat cereal like that, to be honest.
Well, there you go.
I'm not a cereal kind of gal. That's why I was asking you so many questions. But okay, well, Wendy's, stay out of the cereal game.
Yeah. Just keep making Frosty.
Kellogg's, don't partner with Wendy's no more.
Yeah, leave that alone. Next thing you know, it'd be Baconator cereal. Like you don't want that. So let's just not. Let's not get into that.
My stomach just turned just hearing that just now.
Baconator
That's disgusting. Oh my god, that's diabolical.
That is crazy. That's wild.
Ew. If that ends up becoming a thing, we've officially influenced.
Nah, for real.
We've officially influenced people. Cause that's
wild. And you know where the cereal came from? No, it didn't come from Aldi. Shout out to Aldi though. But it came from my mama's house. I should have took note because she just freely gave me that cereal. Like I knew it hadn't been bad. I didn't pick up the signs.
You had to try at your own risk.
Right.
Dang. Well, my snack. I finally have a snack this week, y'all. Sorry about last week. And thank you. I have my almonds that I was supposed to have last week. They are... First of all, it's in this gigantic bag. I probably should have put it in like a small bowl, but here we are. They are Suntree Snack Foods dry roasted almonds. Okay. Great for snacking on the late night snacking podcast.
Yeah, getting that fiber in there, protein.
See, this is where things become wild because, like, y'all know what fiber does. So you got to be careful. Too much of anything is not a good thing, but fiber in particular is just...
Amen. Gotta have it.
It is good for you, but also good for your, bowel movements. Moving on. Jeez. Shall we... this is truth. Shall we hop into Unpack the Snack? Or do we have anything to add before we hop into that?
Nah, let's do it.
Okay. So, if you missed it last week, we've been doing this new thing where we post the Unpack the Snack on the IG page, which if you're not following, it's at lnsthepodcast on Instagram.
For the people in the back.
At lnsthepodcast on Instagram. We've been posting the question there, so y'all have an opportunity to engage with us in the comments, let us know your thoughts and stuff like that, and then pretty much we'll just kind of share what you guys are sharing and share our little 2 cents on the topic as well. So the one that we went with this week, which, by the way, I put it on my personal story for y'all to submit questions on the pod. That ain't for no shits or giggles. Please submit a question. Like, I'm over here trying to scrape.
We be disappointed like every time.
Bruh. Like,
every time, bruh.
It's just... Don't make me gripe at y'all today. Like,
that's usually my job.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is not usually me, but like, come on, man. Like, I'm giving y'all easy peasy interactive stuff, and y'all don't want to interact. Anyways, tisk. So, one of the ones that was submitted, though, thank you to who submitted this question, was just pretty much on, like, what are your thoughts on being in the same friend group as your partner? What are some positives, obstacles, like negative things? So just thoughts on being in the same friend group as your partner. So I'm going to read through some of the comments.
We had some solid comments.
Yeah, we really did.
Quite a few.
Yeah, good stuff, y'all. I think I'll start with this one. So somebody said, like, the positives could be like you're feeling like one big family, like all of you know each other. And a negative could be like your friends dating his friends, making things messy when there's like breakups, fights. Yeah. It's like, it's nice to be intermingled, but sometimes it's a little too much to be intermingled.
Yeah, no.
And that seemed to be a common theme amongst the people commenting, is like, it's great when it comes to like friendship and camaraderie, because like
the fellowship.
Yeah, like you all know each other. There's not this weird like, oh, let me introduce my boyfriend to my 13 friends. You know what I mean? Like everybody already knows each other. Everybody's familiar, which is great. And then it's almost too intermingled sometimes, because now friends feel like they're entitled to know your stuff. Yeah, your personal business. One of them said, like, psychologically, couples who share the same friend group, social group, tend to have higher levels of relationship satisfaction, commitment, and intimacy, which I could totally see that. Like, it's just easier for everybody to just be friends and know each other. And you don't have to worry about, like, your partner feeling uncomfortable around your friends, or you know, because sometimes that happens. Like sometimes your partner doesn't even like your friends, and like you run into weird things where like they don't even want to hang out with you when you're with your friends and stuff like that. Like it just becomes like a weird thing. So like I could see how there's higher levels of like satisfaction between the couple, like if the friends are already there and accounted for. But they said the only negative thing I can really think of is like breaking up, because nobody wants to be around their ex, especially if it ended badly, and it makes things uncomfortable, like because we're all friends. What do we do if we want to go on a group trip? Like y'all broke up, so like does she come?
Who gets invited? Who doesn't get invited?
Yeah, it's
do you
weird.
both just not get invited?
It makes things weird. Somebody commented, and she's actually like, this directly applies to her. She was like, I think this is where boundaries are important. For me, we don't really try to hide if we're arguing, etc. But the boundary comes with not letting everyone know our business, because we still handle that behind closed doors. Even though we have some of the same friends, our business is still our business. And it's true. Like that's really, you have to draw boundaries there, because your friends aren't entitled to know what's going on in your business, and like you as the person in the relationship probably shouldn't be sharing all of your business to a friend or two. Like just like she said, like our business is our business, not
if
anybody
you
else's.
allow your friends to get, you know, too close into your business, or too, you know what I mean,
in
like,
the mix,
that you might have a leak in the boat somewhere. They could be spreading the news to the other friends of the friend group. Like it gets
messy.
It's a lot that goes into that.
Somebody else said, there's definitely benefits and drawbacks on this one. It's nice from the perspective that your significant other gets along with your friends, it's comfortable, doesn't feel like they're competing for time, which is true. Said it's just hard when you're fighting. I think that's where boundaries come into play with both your significant other and the friend group. Making sure that you're not airing your business in front of everyone, or having mutual friends feel like they have to pick sides. Yeah, that's a big one too. Like, oh my goodness, like it's just like we said, like, okay, we go on a group trip, like if both of them come, who's hanging out with who? Like it's just weird. Like you shouldn't have to put people in a position where they're having to like choose sides with like, whose side are you on, who are you gonna hang out with now. It is,
and unhealthy for the whole group.
It said also could be hard, like when breakups happen, one of you is likely to lose a significant other and either lose or pull back from the friend group, depending on how long the relationships have established along the way. So, yeah, it's complex for sure. Thank y'all for the comments on that.
Yeah, good interaction.
That's a tough thing. I had somebody else message me about it, basically just saying, like, even in a situation like that where all of y'all are friends or whatever, like, what do you do, like, if you know information about that relationship? Like, what do you do if you know that somebody's, like, cheated on somebody in the group? Like, that's where it gets messy, because it's like, we're all friends, so I feel like as a good friend I should tell you, but, like, is that me getting in your business now? Am I in the mix? Like, I don't know. What would you...
I don't know. I think there's, like, a rule that should be created
amongst the friend group.
Yeah, like,
these are the boundaries that we're talking about.
We're all friends, but they're, like, there's a relationship within the friend group, so whatever happens in y'all relationship, like, we can't, like, the outside friends can't, like, get involved in it.
So if you knew, like, I'm putting in our friend group, so, like,
nope, we're not doing that.
No, I'm trying to, like, make a real life scenario here, because it's easy to say, like, oh, I'm not going to get in your business, but if you knew, like, Nate was getting cheated on or something, what would you do?
There were no rules established in this friendship before.
So you snitching?
Probably gonna rap. Gonna be honest.
I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. That's what I'm saying. A lot of things are easier said than done. We could talk about boundaries all day, but when you're in the height and you're in the midst, like, it's hard to, like, put your feelings aside for, like, your friends and stuff like that. I don't know. So that's a tough one. I think the best thing you could do is just, as a friend in the friend group, try and stay out of it as much as you can. Like, as much as you want to be there for your friend and stuff like that, and you want to hear them out when they're having relationship issues and stuff like that. It's just like somebody was saying, like, you have to draw the line as the person in the relationship, and the people in the friend group also have to draw a line where it's like, you, like, I want to be here for you, but, like, every time you guys fight, like, this can't be a thing where you keep coming to me, because now I feel like I'm in this to where if I have information about your significant other, now I feel like I have to tell you because I'm in it. Like, I'm here. I know information that you know. I know information that he knows. Like, I'm in the middle. So try and stay out of it as much as you can. Like,
even when it's in your face.
Yeah.
Just.
And it will be if you're all in the same,
you don't know anything.
If you're all in the same friend group, yeah, it is going to be in your face. It's right there. All of you are friends. Like, you probably talk to these people at least on, like, a weekly basis. You hear from these people. So, yeah, it's tough.
The best thing to do is to just say you know nothing at all. That's what I do. Like, I just be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I know nothing at all. Like, don't know what's going on.
Just try and stay out of it. And then the people in the relationships, like, don't put your friends in those uncomfortable situations, because, like we're saying, like, we ourselves just said, like, oh yeah, we'd snitch, but that's just because, like, that's just the relationship that we have with some friends. Like, try your best to not put your friend in a situation to where they would have to, like, you know, like, I don't even know how to say it, like, just being in an uncomfortable situation to where they feel like they have to, like, be in your business. So
even if you're the friend, especially if you're the friend that it's always getting called, like the counselor friend, learn to say no. Learn to be like, I'm not getting involved. You need a break. You deserve it. It's probably so many secrets that you hold. You probably hold a lot of secrets on both sides. You need a break. So
take a break, kid. Take a break. Cool. I thought it was a really interesting one. Stay tuned for next week's. Engage if you haven't dropped a comment on any of them yet. Like, we want to hear y'all's point of views. Like,
we actually care. We care,
and then
we want to know what you think.
Not to toot y'all's horns a little too much, but half of the time y'all got better stuff to say than we do. So, like, I want to hear it.
We're being honest.
I want to hear what y'all have to say. But yeah. Shall we hop into Le Topic?
Let's get into Le Topic.
Wow. If y'all watch literally every episode before this, anytime I spice up how we're going to introduce the topic, Devin gives me like a face or whatever. This week, you are playing into it. I appreciate you.
As uncomfortable as it makes me feel. Yes.
This is what getting married in a year looks like. Compromise. Okay, cool. So we are actually referencing something tonight. So I don't know if y'all have seen it, but Chris Rock just dropped his 1 hour long.
Chris.
Yeah, no, he
went all the way.
He's shaking rooms and knocking over tables. Like, he is not bullshitting. But
if that stand up, if this was baseball, that was definitely grand slam worthy.
No, he went in. But he talked about a lot of good stuff. But it's called Selective Outrage. It's on Netflix now. So we wanted to reference a topic in there that he mentioned that has nothing to do with Jada and Will or whatever. But if y'all want to see the tea on that, check it out on Netflix.
Oh yeah, there's plenty going around.
Plenty to digest there. But yeah, so we're talking about intimacy in reference to what Chris Rock says about it. So he's basically talking about how he says it so graphically, but licking booties is just less intimate than holding hands. So we're going to kind of just break down, like, why is it like that? What is the difference in the intimacy there? Why is something like hooking up, aka licking booties in Chris Rock terms,
Stop saying that. Jesus.
is less intimate than holding hands? So let's get into it. Why do we think that is so?
Well, one, because intimacy now is very watered down. A lot of things aren't sacred anymore because they're usually at the palm of your hands, in front of
like
your
gratification.
TV screen. Yeah, so it's like a lot of the like sexual stuff just it doesn't really mean much anymore, just because it's so accessible.
100%.
And it's displayed so freely,
Yeah.
every day, all day.
Yeah.
Whether it's in music, TV, whatever, like it's just in your like. I remember growing up, but you didn't see that much nudity back then on TV and movies and stuff now as you do now.
Sure.
Like it's nuts, but yeah, holding hands. I mean, if you think about it, like if you're seen holding hands with somebody, that indicates usually like two things. One, you're with this person.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. If me and you're holding hands, we walk in somewhere, that's a good indication that even if you don't know us, that we probably
Work
date
together. Yeah.
or married, whatever. Mm-hmm. So like doing, like I said, just doing like all the sexual stuff. It's like I said, it's a very accessible thing. It's a daily expression.
Yeah.
Practically. So it's displayed every day. So it's just it's not as taboo.
Yeah.
Basically now is what I'm saying.
I agree.
Versus like holding hands it's significant, like it means something. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, this is your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, or it could mean you're protecting this person.
Yeah.
And if you're protecting this person, that means what? They mean something to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's honestly why it's like that.
I think so too.
The symbolism.
Definitely with like the hookup culture nowadays. I think it's pretty much what you're saying. Like, it's so easy. Apps, like, it is accessible to just even like meet somebody out at the club, at the bar, have a little one night stand and like call it good. You never have to see this person again. Doesn't have to really mean anything. So yeah, I think you're totally right. I think it's in our face. It's not like a sacred thing anymore. And I definitely think that's like a new age thing though.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
Definitely like our generation type thing. And and this is not everybody. Like, I mean, I would like to say, like, I'm very traditional when it comes to that, but like, so it's not everybody in Gen Z or millennials, but it definitely is like a new age thing to where like this is an accessible thing, so it just doesn't mean as much. Like,
right.
It's like a
people made a job out of it.
Yeah.
You get paid from OnlyFans.
Yeah,
like,
OnlyFans. Things
this
like
isn't
that.
knocking
It's
the
like
OnlyFans people.
No, no.
This is just saying.
But that's a perfect example. Like, it's even accepted enough to where like people respect you for making money for it and making a living off of it. Like, it's just a totally different way of life now, which is like, I mean, it's cool. Like, you adjust to the culture and stuff like that. But I totally think that's why it like just doesn't mean as much. Like, whereas holding hands is like, just like you said, like it symbolizes something, right? Like, you're not even like cuddling and things like that, like that's a different type of intimacy. It's not just hooking up and like, you know what I mean? Like,
you're sharing energies with
you're sharing energies. Like, it means something. There's feelings involved in there. I can guarantee you, any of you, you're not holding hands with people that you don't have feelings for. Like, I even think about like well, we'll get into this when we kind of talk a little bit more about the holding hands thing, but I think it really has to do with the difference of like intimacies. Like there's like physical intimacy and then there's like emotional intimacy, where like you can have physical intimacy without having the emotional piece. You can hook up with somebody and not feel anything towards them. I just keep going back to the Chris Rock thing. I won't say it, but he's like, I'll do blank and like I won't call you after that. Like, it means nothing. Like, but it's so weird. Like, you would, from the outside looking in, you're like, ew, like, why would you do that? But like,
because two people could share an experience like that, and you could see them in the street and you would never know.
You would never know.
Versus you see them.
Yeah, you hold hands in the street.
Yeah, they have relations and they're holding hands. But it's a pretty easy indicator that this is a thing. Yeah.
So I don't know, from like,
matter of fact, like the talking stage, do you hold hands with people that you talk to?
I know. That's funny that you say that.
Are y'all just vibing? Do you hold hands with people you're vibing with?
Yeah.
You don't do that, do you?
So that's funny that you say that, because it does kind of relate to that. Because we were talking about last week where it's like, oh, I don't want to say I'm dating because like it's too much of a label. It indicates too much. Like,
so we're talking.
Yeah, leave it up in the air to vibe and talk or whatever. It's the same thing. Hooking up, any of that without the feelings attached, friends with benefits, whatever you want to call it, like, that's the talking. Like, nobody wants to put a label on things. Nobody wants to hold hands. Like, it's too much.
It means too much.
Even
too serious.
Too serious. It's the commitment thing. People don't want to commit.
Which there's like a double side to that too, because like it makes it weird for you. Like, could you imagine?
Sorry, if our dishwasher, I know you can hear it. So just sorry, we're being, clean.
Responsible.
Yeah.
Did you clean your kitchen today?
Yeah. Did you wash your dishes? I hope so. Good.
But yeah, like, you made me lose my train of thought. Jesus, you keep doing this.
I'm sorry. It was so loud. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm trying to get back what you were saying. Dang, I wish we could roll the tape back in real time. We were talking about talking. Holding hands.
Okay. And that's how it works, fellas.
I'm sorry.
You'll have it built up and she just comes crashing in. It's like, you ever been on the magic carpet and you really build this tall tower and then this girl comes and kicks it over? Perfect display of what just happened.
Wow.
I had the blocks built and she just came and kicked my blocks over. It's crazy. It's nuts.
Wow.
My sword.
Anyways.
Jokes.
It's not. Oh my God, don't ever believe somebody that just pulls a whole thing like that and says jokes. You mean that shit. Anyways, moving on.
Cut.
So, no cut. Keep it going. You got me hot. Okay. So from a guy's point of view, like, do you think what he said is like true? Like, do you think that's mainly a guy point of view, or like, because I guess girls can see it that way too, but I don't know. Like, do y'all just not want to feel like a boyfriend, or like what?
Oh yeah,
what
that's
is
like they call it BFE, the boyfriend experience. That's what it's called. Like
what?
That is something like for us to hold hands. Mm-hmm. We have to, I guess, be on a more serious note than just talking or whatever, or just dating. It had to been like official.
BFE.
Yeah, boyfriend experience.
So like,
like going to go meet the parents and stuff, and then like holding hands like that. If y'all are just talking, that's not really necessary. That shouldn't really be happening.
Okay.
Because anything could happen any moment. You just, the guy could, or the girl could like walk out of your life. You'll never hear from him again. And then, like your parents go, "Oh, what happened to that one guy?" Or "What happened to that one girl?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just not a good thing to do.
Got it. Okay.
But yeah, I think it's not wanting to give like the boyfriend experience, and then like for guys that are still kind of like playing the field and stuff, you don't want to get caught holding hands with someone, because like it gives off a signal that you're taken, or you're involved with somebody, and internally sometimes not every guy feels that way. This is just somebody I'm hanging out with for the day, and we just so happen to be holding hands maybe, but or either you just don't do it at all. Gotcha.
So I guess so let's take it internally, because obviously, so we hit on how obviously if you're holding hands with somebody out in public, there's some sort of like symbolism to that. Like people are going to see it and think something, right? Mm-hmm. Or it indicates something if you're holding hands with somebody. So, and we're using holding hands because we're trying to stick to the Chris Rock reference of it all, but there's so many other emotional intimacy type things that could be thrown into this mix.
Yeah.
Cuddling, laying next to each other and like touching legs or something. Like there's other things that play into this, but we're just using the holding hands thing to keep it surface and easy to follow. Right. But so other than looking at it from the outside and being like, oh, they're together, like what does the holding hands actually like symbolize? Like you were saying earlier, like to be holding hands with somebody, there has to be some sort of feeling there. Like you have to have some sort of feelings for this person. You're not just holding hands just to hold hands. Like there's something there, right? So like for me, to me, holding hands is like I trust you. We're sharing an energy here. Right. We're not just going to randomly hold hands. Like if we're crossing the street or something or coming down the stairs or something, it's like a safety thing. Like I trust you to like not let me fall type thing. Like there's so much that goes into holding hands.
I remember what I was going to say now.
Yay.
It came back to me. You're lucky. No, I'm joking. That was the last one.
Cut the cameras, dead ass.
Okay, but
because I'm really about to choke you out. But anyways,
y'all heard that? So if you see me passed out, see anything on the news,
it was me.
Yeah,
I'm like that. Nope. Go ahead.
So it's like that plays a bad part too, because what's wrong with holding someone's hand?
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Right. But you see how like it could be blown out of proportion like this. Like would it, like for instance, if we weren't dating and you were walking by yourself and like what the chivalry of me just being like holding your hand like across the street, like
no.
See, you see what I'm saying?
Why are you a stranger?
See what I'm saying? Like what's wrong with? I get it
because of the intimacy attached to it.
Yeah, but it's like. Yeah, of course I would. You wouldn't never like randomly go and grab some woman's hand and be like, "Hey, let me help you cross the street." Like that's weird.
Yeah,
but there was a time where that was kind of acceptable though. Like people didn't think that was so creepy, but I guess that was before like
That's what I'm saying.
All this like kidnapping and stuff like
new age stuff. But here's what I think about too. Like in church, if you join hands, like well, you probably don't know, but like in a theater setting, like before we go on stage, or even in a dance setting, before you go on stage, like you hold your cast's hand and you either pray if that's your thing, or say some sort of uplifting thing before you go on stage. But the reason you hold hands is to exchange energies. Like you don't just hold hands in church to just hold a stranger's hand. Like you are in the presence of the Lord. Like you are exchanging something there. Like that's why it's so serious, because like you don't just hold somebody's hand to hold somebody's hand. Like there is something there, even if you're like
so that means something.
It means something. Like, and even if you're holding like a child's hand or whatever to like help them get down somewhere, like that is a trust that they have in you, that they're putting their hand in yours to be like, all right, now don't let me fall, because my balance is reliant on you getting me from the top of this table to the floor. Like there's a trust there, there's a bond there, like you're exchanging energies with somebody. Like if we're in the car or whatever, you're driving, your hand's like this, your left hand's on the steering wheel. If I just go and I grab your hand, I'm telling you something without saying something, whether it's like, hey, love you, or like, hey, you did great today, or whatever. I'm exchanging something there. I'm not just holding your hand for nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's always a reason. Like, there's a meaning behind that. I think that's why people take it so seriously, because, like, why would you do that for somebody you don't have some sort of trust and care for? Do you see what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I think that's why it goes so deep, but, like, I didn't...
Or, like,
freaking dishwasher.
You couldn't hold hands like as friends. See what I mean?
No.
See?
I mean...
weird. I don't know.
Maybe, like, my girls, but I'm not...
I guess I'm an exception. I guess. With holding hands, like...
You're holding hands with your friends that are girls?
No, I don't. I'm just saying, like... Because, see, that's not... I mean, it's not okay, apparently.
But, like, okay, so in what instance would you, though, is what I'm saying.
Like as friends. Like, friends hug. I hug my friends. It's totally I dap my friends and stuff, but a lot of times we hug each other. Like,
no, totally different. We're talking about holding hands.
Yeah. A hug is to me, is a lot more intimate than holding hands.
No.
See, and this is...
No, like... If you...
A hug, bro?
Somebody's hand... Somebody that you just meet or whatever, it's a nice gesture to maybe hug them or something like that. But that's just like a hello. You don't go to somebody that you just met for the first time and go...
Yeah, no, you shake hands, though.
Shake, sure. Hey, how you doing?
Right.
Let go. That's not a hand hold. Like, if I'm holding your hand, like, there's...
No, I know that.
Thought behind it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't just casually... hold hands with like your friend.
I guess.
I'm putting myself in a situation to where like my coworkers that are guys are like my friends that are guys. I'm not just holding.
I'll put it to you this way: if you're a kid, if we were like 12 or 11, and I did that, it'd be fine because we're kids.
I'm talking about in this state.
Well, that's
right
what I'm
now.
saying. What's the difference? If I'm allowed to do
age,
if you're
relationship to the person, like
as far as being friends.
What do you mean?
If we're holding hands, if we're friends at like 9 years old, what's wrong with us holding hands as friends at 21?
Because there's no emotional intimacy there. Like we're friends, like we're happy, we're holding, like there's no romantic tie to it.
But I'm saying though, like
I'm talking about
like people don't do that now.
No,
like friends don't hold hands.
No, but we're talking about in a romantic setting. Like we're referencing.
No, I would never
Chris
hold
Rock's
my friend's
thing.
hand romantically. No,
that's
not like
what
that.
I'm saying. But that's what we're talking in, like versus hooking up versus holding hands. Like people take the holding hands so much more seriously.
Yeah.
Because in a like relational romantic setting, the holding hands holds way more weight than just hooking up with somebody. That's what I'm trying to get at, is like in a romantic setting, like you don't just hold hands with anybody, whether it's you just met them, even if you've been friends with that person for a long time or something. Like if I start holding hands with you and we've been friends for a minute, there might be something there. Like why are we never hold hands before, why are we holding hands now? Like what?
These times are just so strange, dude.
It is different.
People like complicate things. Like things are just so like I don't like it. I like things the way they were before. Before shit got strange and people started having ulterior motives.
But you have to think about why it's like that now, though. We just said
so weird.
We just said like the intimacy part is different. Like the physical intimacy is so easily attainable nowadays that the emotional part holds so much weight. You're not even paying attention.
I am paying attention.
The emotional parts hold so. We're gonna end up dueling it out on this episode right now. But the emotional part holds so much weight to where like now it looks like if you're just holding hands with somebody, you're together. When that might not be the case, but that's what it holds right now.
Yeah.
Like it's different. Times are different. So anything else you want to add to the topic? That's pretty much.
Society's weird. It's pretty much like that's it.
Times have changed, meanings have changed. Yeah. I don't know. Drop in the comments. Do y'all feel like holding hands with somebody is way more serious? I've heard guys even say like during like hooking up and stuff, they won't even kiss the girl because it's too like it's too deep. Like it's too much of a gesture. Like they would rather just hook up and call it good. Never have to talk to you again. Like
yeah, because that's like a very clear symbol that like something's there. Like to me, a kiss is like so much more intimate.
Yeah.
Like that is like top tier.
But this is what I'm saying. Like it's really similar to the holding hands. Like you're exchanging some sort of energy there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas like the hooking up just doesn't hold that much weight anymore. Which you think it would? To me, that's way more serious than kissing and like.
Right.
All that stuff, but people don't see it like that nowadays. But I don't know, drop in the comments, like do y'all think that holding hands is way more intimate than like just hooking up with somebody? I don't know, let us know below. But yeah, that's really it. That's kind of, we just wanted to break that down because it is like it's a thing in our day and age that like
oddly enough
people avoid emotional intimacy like that because it's too serious. But love on people, man.
No, apparently not. It means mixed things now, so you don't want to get in trouble. Just don't touch each other. Just don't touch people. Keep your hands to yourself.
That's actually pretty sound advice.
Yeah, just nod your head.
You might catch a charge if you don't.
Just nod at everybody.
Oh God, please come to the YouTube. Please come to the YouTube to see all of this. But okay, that's all we really wanted to say. The special is pretty good. He's pretty funny, so check him out. Selective Outrage on Netflix.
Should be like one of the first things you see, honestly.
Yeah,
because it just dropped.
It's number one on Netflix now, so yeah, check it out. But cool. Let's hop into the hookup.
Holla if you hear me. I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me. I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me. I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me.
What's going on, beautiful people? I'll be hooking you up.
Woo!
Usually, if it's not a restaurant, I'm hooking y'all up with like music and stuff because I'm a huge fan of music. That's all I do is listen to music. It usually helps me get through the day. So I want to put you guys on an artist from out here in Charlotte. I've had the chance of meeting him, spending a little time with him, hanging out with him a little bit, out and about. Went to a listening party of his, a video release party. Seen him perform a couple times. Lord Jamonteogbon out of Charlotte. Dope rapper, dope dude, real down to earth, cool guy, man. You know what I'm saying? A real big people person. He just dropped an album. He released some vinyl copies and some cassette tapes as well. You can follow him on Instagram at jamonteogbon. That's Jah, Jah, Monte, Monte. Ogbon, Ogbon. Apple Music, Spotify, all listening music platforms.
Also,
the new album is called Highly Favored. It's called Highly Favored. Produced by Buck Dudley. I think he's from Jersey City maybe. But yeah, dope album. I've heard it. I enjoyed it. I always enjoy Jamonte's music. He always has some very crazy names to his songs.
That's
like,
what I was gonna say.
It's real funny. Like, he has a song. It's called "I'm Good, Love, Enjoy Though," and then he has one.
I love them so much.
I'm not jacking that, ma. It's crazy, like, but it's hard though for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, it's, if you listen to him, like, you'll understand, like, why.
Yeah.
But dope artist, Lord Jamonteogbon. Check him out.
Word. Let's go ahead and close it down. All right, y'all. Per usual, we have come to the end. Although we've come to the end of the road. Hey, I've been singing a little bit. You need to put me on a track, low key. We live together. We've never made a song together.
Cause, man, I need to see a contract or something. Cause, it's still business at the end of the day.
Yo, this man is really trying my life on this podcast today. I'm taking tallies in my head. The bones to pick with you after this episode.
I'm going to bed. What you like? What you mean?
Gonna be fighting with the back of your neck.
Yeah. That's all you feel is the back of my head. It's like,
I'm dead.
it's gonna smell good though, 'cause I'm gonna wash my hair.
Okay, anyways. We are closing it down. If you are still podcast listening, no, I'm kidding.
It's cool.
Yeah, no, we
Continue to do what you do.
love you.
But please,
I just like picking on y'all.
if it's not too much to ask, come on over to the tube.
Come on over to the tube. Or if you prefer listening podcast wise, at least give us a subscribe on YouTube. So we know you're,
Yeah, that works too.
you know, we know you're here. You just prefer to listen through audio, and that's totally fine. But yes, if you listen on Apple Podcast and want to keep up with the episodes, click the plus button in the top right. And if you listen via Spotify and you want to keep up with the episodes, click the follow button. That'll put all of the episodes in like a little queue for you. It'll pop up the date we post, all that stuff. Yeah, and if you're on YouTube, make sure you give it a little thumbs up. Comment. I asked y'all questions, so I better see some comments in the comment section.
Participation.
Come
on, man.
Y'all be coming through on the Instagram, so come on through on the YouTube. I asked, do y'all think that the hand holding is more intimate than the hooking up? Let us know. We want to know in the comments.
We want to know.
We gave our 2 cents. We want to know your 2 cents. So drop them in the comments, and then of course make sure you subscribe. Tell a friend, all that good stuff. If you think you're subscribed, you might not be. So check the channel and make sure you're subscribed. Yeah, we're creeping up on 100 subscribers, so get us there. Share it with a friend.
Yeah, we really trying.
Yeah. That was so sincere.
We really are.
Please help us out. We got a wedding to pay for.
Nah, for real.
But cool. We love y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. Any last words?
Love, peace in the Middle East.
Period.